Maris and the Plastic Jellyfish, written by Katie Mraz, Meredith Osborne, Maris Polanco, and Cynthia Raso, in collaboration with the cultural programs of the National Academy of Sciences. Narrated by Maris Polanco. When Maris was young, she loved being in nature and walking through the woods in her backyard. She spent her free time exploring the river that ran through her town. As Maris grew up, her love for nature continued, and she studied science to become a biologist. She became a college instructor who taught science classes about animals, plants, and the environment. Being a lover of nature, she became concerned when she saw in the news that people were finding dead whales on beaches around the world. The whales had been eating plastic. The plastic got stuck in their stomachs and blocked real food from getting into their bodies. Why would a whale eat plastic? Well, can you tell which picture is a jellyfish and which is a plastic bag? Sometimes whales and other animals mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, one of their favorite snacks. This is a problem, said Maris. More people need to know about how harmful plastic is, not just to whales, but to all sea creatures. Maris taught her students about the danger of plastic pollution. She told them that all life on Earth is connected. The health of the whole ocean and even the air we breathe depends on whales being healthy. Like cow manure fertilizes plants, whale manure fertilizes the whole ocean. It feeds tiny plants called plankton, which make more than 50% of the world's oxygen and are the foundation of the ocean food chain. If whales are threatened, then the plankton are threatened. Then the whole ocean food chain is threatened, and the atmosphere is threatened. All because plastic pollution from humans is ending up in the oceans. Teaching was a great way to share this information, but Maris wanted more people, not just her students, to understand how plastic pollution hurts our environment. Maris decided that another way she could communicate this idea was through art. She had a great idea. She would make a giant jellyfish out of plastic bags to represent the plastic found in whales' stomachs. She wanted to make her art very big because she was hoping to make a big statement about how plastic is a big problem for the Earth. She thought long and hard about how to create a giant plastic jellyfish. She asked friends to save plastic bags and began drawing plans of her sculpture. After teaching all day, she'd spend nights in her living room connecting plastic bags with wire and PVC tubes. It was so much work that she hired assistants to help her. Maris and her team added bag after bag to create the tentacles, bell, and digestive system of the jellyfish. At times, the wires would hurt their fingers, but they kept working for months until finally it was complete. But the giant jellyfish couldn't stay in her living room. Maris had to display it where people would see it and learn about the plastic problem. She named the jellyfish Eternal and displayed it in the Science Gallery at the Michigan Science Center. Many people came to visit, including a scientist from Washington, D.C., who liked it so much that they wanted to bring it to their city next. Maris was so excited by this great news. The giant jellyfish was going to be displayed at our nation's capital. So she got in her car with her mom and drove it to Washington, D.C. After 2 days of driving, they made it to the National Academy of Sciences. To install the sculpture, they had to use a cherry picker, a large machine that could reach the very high ceiling and securely attach the jellyfish sculpture to the ceiling and walls. It was tricky work, but finally it was installed. Lots of people came to celebrate it. The name eternal reminds us that plastic never breaks down or goes away. Plastic pollution from today will continue to harm animals 100 years in the future. Maris hopes that people will see eternal and create new laws to protect ocean wildlife from plastic. So, what can you do? One of the ways you can help is by not using single use plastic. Can you find 3 examples of single use plastic in your home? What could you use instead of those plastic items? Another way to help is to write to your congressional representative and say you care about plastic pollution in the ocean. The oceans are a part of this world that are shared by all people and animals. They should not be harmed by companies that create plastic pollution and don't clean it up.